What's up, Project One Mail fam? It's your boy Tony. I also go by T Faye. Hope you guys are having an amazing week. Yeah, I know we just had Easter last week, so shout out to anybody that celebrates. I am a cybersecurity engineer, as you guys close to me may know. So sorry, I do try to update you guys every week. I know it's been some time. But anywho, today I will walk you through my latest portfolio moves. As you guys can see, we have grown quite a bit. And then we're gonna break down two big headlines and why I feel like right now is the time to go all in. We're gonna talk about the end of tariffs and banks now custodying crypto. And I'm going to share my 2025 market predictions with charts. So stick around to the end for special charts on Solana and SOXL. So, but without further ado, let's get into the portfolio. So here's where we stand currently: $144,697. Crazy. I mean, you guys can go check the prior videos of where we were at before, but just crazy, crazy growth. And I'm going to break that down why we grew so much. And I also shuffled around some money from crypto.com. Basically, you guys are going to see when I found out that Solana, there are now Solana 2 times ETFs. I was like, okay, let me take all my Solana from my crypto.com wallet and just move it to my Fidelity and invest in Solana 2 times because I really believe Solana is going to the moon. And you guys are going to see that here shortly. So here we are, chat. This is what I was telling you. I basically withdrew all of my Solana from my crypto.com wallet and I transferred it all to Fidelity. And we're going to talk about Solana 2 times later. But to be honest, chat, like I'm starting to realize that I rather just go all in on cryptos that are on brokerages. Like, for example, XRP ETFs are now a thing, Solana ETFs are now a thing, Ethereum ETFs are now a thing. So after this next bull run up, like once all these coins hit all-time high, I'm in Chainlink, VChain, Cardano, Helium, BNB, and Algorand because number one, all these coins, they tend to have non-scammy tokenomics, so basically the founders aren't scamming or they're not printing too many coins. And then number two, um, they have been making relatively higher highs and they haven't just been crashing every single bull market cycle, bear market cycle. So these are like safe coins for the next run up that I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm confident will not scam us. But honestly, chat, after this next run up, I'm just only investing into cryptos that are on Fidelity, such as Solana, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, XRP. I think Litecoin's going to join them very soon. But yeah, so here's my coins, and this is the last bull run. Let's make it memorable. I'm aiming to at least have this at 60,000 before the end of the next bull run. Okay, and here's the summary of the top positions in my Fidelity portfolio. Now, this is after hours. Once again, I'm going to link a link to the application in the chat. And it's just a great way for you guys to like follow not just me, but other stock traders. And it verifies people's real portfolios. So there is no cap in our wrap, So if you want to see my real verified portfolio, which reflects the $145,000 I just showed you guys, link will be down below. But anyways, and I like how they just neatly display my top positions. Fidelity, take some notes. But long story short, we're just going to talk about, well, I can kind of give a brief summary of a lot of them. I didn't want to make this video too long, but we have Soxel at number one, and I'm still heavily invested into the AI. Really, just AI and crypto is the name of the game, as you guys can see in automation. So Soxel is basically a triple leverage SMH or SOX ETF, which gives me exposure to NVIDIA, ASML, all like the AI techie companies, AMD. So I don't have to individually Broadcom. I don't have to individually pick NVIDIA, Broadcom, ASML, so on and so forth. Now, Solana 2 times SOLT, that's basically the money that I moved over from crypto.com to leverage that opportunity to get exposure to Solana. times two. FNGA, that just gives me Mag 7 exposure. So once again, instead of me getting into Facebook and Nvidia and Google and Apple, I just have this FNGA ETF, and it's also leveraged as well. SYM, that's my baby. I think it's gonna bust. Like, they basically cover automation and Walmart and Amazon warehouses, and I think that's gonna be a big theme. It's gonna be a sleeping giant until it busts. Then we got Cobb. I also have Wingstop in one of my lower positions, but I think restaurants, like, they're kind of explosive, so I wanted to just quote unquote give myself some type of diversification. So, and then we have RMG, which is arm leveraged, and I still think that they have a lot of IP that Apple products need to use. And then we have CONL, which is Coinbase leverage. And so once again, basically, I'm writing the AI and crypto narrative to a bloody pulp. And then we're using restaurants to kind of diversify. In other news, Trump announced a 90-day pause on tariffs, obviously with exceptions from China. But this was huge because a lot of people thought the tariff trade war, at least with other people besides China, like, this could go on for years or decades or months. Well, not decades, because Trump won't be in office for that long. But the fact that he paused it for 90 days gives us a chance to work out trade deals with these other countries, which I'm confident that they will work out. Now, with China, it may take a longer time, but at least we've lightened the load and the burden of other trade wars happening. So that's why the market is already starting to rally. And in other news, this is bullish for crypto. So now banks can fully custody cryptocurrencies. And basically, what that means, because the Federal Reserve Board basically withdrew crypto asset guidance, which basically means, like, they kind of like pull back on like some of the laws and regulations surrounding cryptos and banks. So now basically regular banks such as Chase and Wells Fargo, you can now begin to buy Bitcoin from them and hold them on your bank, which is kind of weird for Coinbase. Like, we're gonna see how Coinbase reacts. I'm kind of scared because I am an investor in Coinbase, so this may be my last bull run with Coinbase. But this is also super cool because now, guess what? Wells Fargo and Chase, they now go have to buy a bunch of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP just to be able to sell it to you guys. So this is bullish. The more institutions we have getting involved with crypto, the higher Bitcoin is going to go. So, anyways, chat, this is SOXL. And as you guys can see, it recently just hit my Fibonacci retracement number of 0.886. And guys, look at the last time it hit this level. You want to know the last time it hit this level? When it hit the $8 level? Look, it went all the way up to $70. Chat, that is times 9.5 your money. So that's why I'm going all in right now on SOXL. Like, I'm pretty heavy on it. Plus, I just got tired of, like, keeping track of Nvidia and ASML and Broadcom. So this ETF gives me exposure to all of them. And now, just to cap the video off, we also have Solana that is also at a fid level and also reacting pretty nice. So I'm expecting Solana to reverse here, and it's going to take us all the way up to, I want to say, at least $300, but I know that I'll fully be out at 475, because that is the end of my Fibonacci retracement extension. And maybe I'll do a whole video on Fibonacci, the trading strategy. If you guys want me to break it down to you guys like a C student, let me know. But that's it for today, guys. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I know there's only 11 of you guys, but I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. Shout out to After Hours, and follow me on Twitter. I will be posting more. Also follow me on TikTok. I'll be posting on TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. We're going to get this account to 1 million, and thank you to everyone who is starting with this, because this is going to be colossal, guys. I love you guys, and have a great week.